Okay guys, we have an issue. Last night I put this in about 10 o'clock at night because the breaker point's screwed up. There's a gauge. I need to get another gauge, but now this is a problem now. I think this is original to the house. She had a new pump put in about 10 years ago. She wanted one of these to go ahead and put a new bladder tank in, or pressure tank. Everybody's like, no, you don't need one, it's working fine. It did last 10 years, but I would have put one in it if it was me. But we got a spigot here. Let's turn this on. I'll show you what it's doing. It should drop down to 40, kick on and stay on for a second, and then kick off and stay off for a second, but it's cycling. So watch this. That's not good. That can overheat your pump, and that's what caused her breaker points to go bad. Now this has got a rubber insert in it, so I don't need to put these in. So what we're gonna have to do is cut this off here somewhere. We got a new tank, and then see if I can unscrew that from the bottom of this. But also, these have air pressure in them. Now if you, like this one kicks on at 40 psi, you want the pressure in your tank to be 38. Last time I changed that pressure switch, I did check it and it was a 38. But now, if you come out to your pressure tank and, whoops, sorry, you see that? See water coming out of it? It should be totally air. And as you can see, it's not. It's water. So that means it's kind of like an inner tube. There's a rubber bladder inside there, and you fill it up with water, or you fill it up with air to your specification, however many pounds you want. Our case, it's going to be 38, which it should be pre-pressurized, but if it's at 40, I'll have to let a couple pounds out. If it's at, 35, I'll have to put a couple pounds in it. But there should be, so if you're having that issue, come out here and check that, because that, if you get anything other than air coming out of there, that's bad. But we got a new one. We got an A.O. Smith, which is the hot water tank I installed in the house, and it seems to be doing fine, so I went with that one. It's about, well, it was $499, but I mean, you got to have it, so this one's done well. Pun intended. So I'm gonna get out here, and I'm gonna bring the other one around, and we'll cut this off right here. I think I got a coupler that size. If not, that's all I'm gonna need to get is that coupler. But first thing I got to do is go shut the power off to this, and then we'll empty that, or open that valve there, and we'll drain that down, and then I'll cut it. So let me get everything ready for us, and I'll get that other one back here. I gotta try to beat the rain. It's supposed to storm this afternoon. I would have done it earlier, but Monkey had a doctor's appointment, so had to wait. All right guys, I'll be back with you in just a second. And here's our switch. That's handy to have. That shuts off the pump. That shuts off the power to the pump. So I don't have to go inside. I don't have to cut anything off. You shouldn't have to worry about your hot water tank, because even with unless maybe you're on city water, but there shouldn't be any water come out even if you open the tap inside. So your tank in the house, your hot water tank should be full. If you feel more comfortable, shut it off. I'm comfortable with it. It's full, so it's only going to take a few minutes. If for some reason I would run into other issues or problems that it would have to sit overnight, then I would shut the tank off just in case. But that's your preference. So let me get the see if the John Deere will start and get the trailer and tractor around there. Okay guys, so we're going to drain this tank down. Sorry it's so dark, but I had to put a tarp up because it was raining, and once I got the tarp up it stopped raining, but you know, that's okay for right now. Now we're going to let all this water come out because we're going to cut this off over here. Alright, so I got to make sure I've got enough to get a coupler in there. I've got a coupler here, but I don't think it's the right size, so I'm going to have to go to the hardware store, but that's okay because I got to get glue. My glue dried up. So I got this thing here. Hopefully that should be enough right there. Well, it's supposed to cut this. There we go. I like using these because it makes a nice clean cut. I've got another one for like rubber hoses for like gas lines and stuff. There we go. Alright. Now, get these put back away so I don't cut myself. I'm going to move you up here and we're going to set this down onto its side. Okay, let's lay this over. Not where I wanted to go, but that's all right. Now, let's take that. Eesh. I'm going to move this tarp for now. Now this should unscrew out of the bottom of here. And I've got an idea for this tank. Tightened up on me. There we go. .450 psi. Good to 73 Fahrenheit. What? Let's see. Come up. Well, yeah, my coupler will work. So that's good. So I just got to go get my glue. I think that's all right. All right, okay. I gotta run to the hardware store, and I'll be back with you guys when I get back. Okay guys, I had to get a reducer. That's bigger than this one, so this is going to go in here. So we're going to do this first. So we're going to put why is that not purple anymore? Anyway, it's primer. We'll put our primer on here. Now, we're going to put Great. Now, we're going to put our cement on here. Put on both pieces. Oops, wrong one. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but that'll be alright in there. Now we're going to put this on here and twist it until it's all the way up in there. And that's going to dry by the time we get ready to use this. Now up inside there, let me zoom you in a little bit so you can see what's going on there. This is going to go, this is going to thread into here like that. But first I'm going to use some of this pipe dope. I'll probably get demonetized for saying that, because I got demonetized for saying Monkey went up to get me some coke. One time my video got demonetized and I had to fight with him for a week. Now, and it does fit because I tried it. There we go. You can use thread tape on that. It just takes a lot of it. We're going to screw this on here. We're going to tighten her down. Then once I get this tightened down, we'll stand this up over here on these blocks and see how close I got to be. And then we'll hook this. Yeah, I just went ahead and got a new 1 foot piece of that instead of using this old one here. I could cut it off there, that'd be fine, but I might want to bring it back out a little bit anyway. So let me get this ready over here, and then we'll stand this up on to the pad and we'll see how high we got to be and all that stuff. You messed with me putting the tank up here, digging this out a little bit and putting that together. I've already checked it for leaks and everything. The water is on. I don't know how well you can see it. I'm on my waterproof camera because it is pouring, so I couldn't film putting that in, but that's all I did was glued that and put it on and set it up here. So we're looking at, I gotta move because I gotta turn this water on. We're looking at, what is that, about 48 psi. I'm gonna turn the water on here and we're gonna wait until it goes down to 40 and it should kick on. And there it is. What was it, about 39. Now we're going to watch it. It should kick off right around 60, 62. A lot of guys adjust until they're perfect, but if I'm within a pound or two, I'm okay with that. It won't hurt anything. Right at about 59. And I had that running, it would have went up faster. I forgot to shut that off, but as soon as it kicked on. But there we go. So let me go in the house. I got to come out here later and pick that up. I am under the tarp. Let me go in the house and I'll be back with you guys in a minute, or well, a second for you. Okay guys, as you can see, ain't slowing down any. Supposed to do this till about 9 o'clock. Well, idle time's getting bad up around his area too, so yeah, we were joking back and forth about that. So yeah, he's getting buckets of rain now. We're getting buckets of rain. Well, Florida. But I got it done. Sorry I didn't show putting that together, but all I did was just set the tank up there, put the primer on and the glue on, and I just pushed the tank right up against it and let it set a while. I'll keep an eye on it, of course, overnight, you know, in case something happens. But a good cycle on-off time, it should be about 2 minutes on and 2 minutes off. You want it to run at least 2 minutes to cool down from starting up, you know, because it gets hot when it first initially starts. So that cools it down. And so, yeah, about 2 minutes on and 2 minutes off. I'll have to look at my camera, but that I was thinking it was about that. But yeah, so because I'm on my other camera, this thing got soaked. It was fine under the tarp. Monkey says, "You gonna bring your camera in?" I said, "It's fine under the tarp." It was dry, but I was afraid I was gonna knock it over. So I brought it in, and from the pump to the back door of the house, it got drenched. So I let it dry out a while with the battery out of it. This one I'm using right now, my AX53. Seems to be okay. So anyway, guys, there you go. It's an easy job. You know, if you saw, I think you saw, I did put a new pressure gauge in it, so, and it's not fluctuating around as you saw. So yeah, cool. So that's done. Like I said, periodically through the night I'll go out and keep checking it. I did that too with the I did that too when I put the water tank in. Made sure, you know, kept going out, make sure there was no leaks. This thing, what we did back there, it's probably not going to leak. If anything happens, it'll just blow apart. So hopefully my glue holds. And but so far so good. So, because I noticed it kept cycling on and off like really quickly, and I was like, what the hell? And then the other night I had to go out there, and the breaker points, I had problems with them before, was getting real dirty. I thought, man, they're getting hot. And it was cycling on and off. She was giving her mom a shower. Well, last night, yesterday, when we got home from got everything, you know, got home from the campgrounds and everything, just getting ready to take a shower, Monkey says, water's stopping. And this is like a little bit after 10 last night. So I went out, and a set of the breaker points had fallen off. And that's what caused it. So I put, because I always buy two sets of them pressure switches, and I had one sitting in here on the hot water tank. So, because we had amp problems until I put those rubber pieces in there instead of those screw-in ones. Now we don't have amp problems. So I bought two. I bought a 2-pack, and so I went out there, had her hold the light for me, and put it in. I turned it on, and it was cycling on, off, on, off. That's not good. That'll hurt your pump. And of course, you know, wear out your breaker points prematurely, way prematurely. So I told her, I said, look at this. And I pulled the thing off. I knew exactly what was causing that. Been there, done that many times before in the past, not in this house, but in other houses. And pushed the Schrader valve, and nothing but water came out. So, well, there was air in the tank because it pushed the water out. But I said, we got to get a new bladder tank. So we went and got one today, and that's it. So I got a 86 gallon, so it's bigger than the one we had. So, and it's got a 5-year warranty, so that's good. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Shea Bear, the Myth, the Man, Legend. I'm gone for now. Idle time. Stay dry, my friend. And anyone else that's here in Florida. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. It's Tuesday. So, if it doesn't rain too much tomorrow, maybe we'll put taillights in the camper. But I got them in, so they're not in the camper. They're in the garage. They came in, so. All right, guys. Bye-bye and take care, everyone.